Hello everyone. So in this video we will be talking about SQS. So SQS is a simple queuing service. We establish a queue in SQS. So that's the main section over here. So as you can see in this diagram, which is quite complex, let's focus just on SQS section. So we got some request over here, and it is being sent to our notification service SNS, and then with an SNS we can send it to multiple SQS. So SQS is generally a queuing service. Let's say there are thousands of SNS over here, and each of these can establish a Lambda function, maybe like thousands of Lambda function that we are talking about. Each SNS can establish a Lambda function, but let's say we don't want all of the notification to establish a Lambda function, but we want it in a batch. So let's say like 10 of, if we got 10 notification, then we establish a Lambda function for those 10 notification, and we compute those 10 notification all in one Lambda. So it is more cost efficient, and we don't have to pay more in Lambda for each notification. We can just bulk it up and use it in such a way. But there is one issue, like when SNS receives a message, it sends it to its listener. So the listener could be a Lambda function or maybe our email addresses, but we want it to be stored somewhere until it gets like 10 SNS messages. So that's the point over here. SQS is used for those kind of sense. So as you can see, there are certain batch size that we can put over here, and it could be 10, 50, or it could be more. And our Lambda function over here, this one, so this will be run when the batch size is 80. So this could be a different function, and this could be a different function, but as you can see, we can store those messages for certain amount of time and queue them. So that's what SQS is used for. Now SQS we can use it for from different method, like it could be a FIFO, like first in first out. So the thing that it received the first could be used first. So those are things that we will be going through in this lecture. So here we will create SQS, and we will try to send a message to it. And how do we receive it? Let's check it in our console. Just go to AWS console and type SQS, simple queuing service. Let's create a one queue. It could be a FIFO. So as I have said, FIFO is first in first out. So whatever we received first must be processed first. But if we don't need this kind of a queuing, like if we don't need a proper order of queuing, then we can just use standard over here. There could be some use case where we might need this FIFO kind of stuff. Yeah, just gonna name it demo SQS. So we got our configuration over here. So visibility timeout is something where we try to hide this particular SQS message. Okay, let's say there are 3 different consumers, and we want this particular Lambda, so this particular SQS to be consumed by only one of it. So if it fails by the first consumer, then we might need to do it on a second consumer. But we don't want all 3 of them to consume or like use this particular SQS at the same time. So when one of the consumer takes this particular message, then we want to hide that particular SQS for how long time. So that's the visibility timeout. So we are hiding it for 30 seconds because we are assuming like our Lambda function will not run beyond 30 seconds. So that's how we try to manage it. The retention period is 4 days. So let's say the message is not being consumed for 4 days, then it will be deleted. So we can increase the time maximum to 14 days. You can see over here. We can also increase the size and all the other configuration over here. So as for encryption, if you want to enable it, then we can use our encryption key to encrypt the messages. And these are some of the access policy, like who can access this particular SQS. So yeah, we can use this code to make it accessible by other services like Lambda functions. That's all for now. So delta queue is something like what to do about the message that are not being delivered. So like where do we want to send it instead? So that's the thing. Let's create a queue. Now a queue has been created. So we can see we can trigger Lambda function when we receive the message, so we can create an event bridge pipeline, and through event bridge we can send it to different other function, other different services wherever we need it. Now let's try to send a message from here. So generally we don't do messages like this, but this is just for a demo purpose. We can create what a message could be. This is a message 1, and we can send a message. So once you send the message, we can see there is one message that we are trying to receive over here. If we pull the message, we should be able to get some text over here, and if you see this is the message we received. So generally this UI we can send and receive the message to test it out. Okay. And generally, let's say I'm going to send a message number 2, send it, message number 3, send it, and message number 4, send it. And we are starting, so actually we are continuously pulling it. So you can see we need to stop pulling and just type it out: 5, 6, and 7. So we can only see these few messages that we have already pulled. So these messages are, so the remaining 3 messages that we send at last are in a queue right now. They are not being utilized. So if you go to our SQS and if you go to monitoring, so this might take some more time as we only have few data over here. But you can see in this setup, like we have received 7 messages total, and if you go to send and receive message, okay, this has already been cleared out. So this is only for testing purpose. Okay, so what we can do now is, like, there are a few messages remaining in the SQs, right? So let's go to our console and try to get those messages. So in the console, so let's just paste one command. So generally this command is used to get a queue URL. If you want to see the queue URL, you can just go over here and you can see this is the URL that we are looking for. But if you want to get it programmatically, you can just use this code. Okay, paste it, press enter. So you got this URL, the same one, right? Just copy it, and we need another. So this is the main code that we can use to actually view the messages in the SQS. Just copy this particular URL and change it from here, remove from here and paste it out. Yeah, and then paste it, and now you can see message number 2, message 2. Let me just go there. Let me just go there and send some message again. Test message 1 2 3 3 4. Send it, and if you run the same command again, okay, so this is actually trying to get it one by one, right? So that it got a message number 2 3 now. Let me just run it again. You got a message number 4. Run it again, message number 1. So as you can see, we first get message number 2 and then 3 4 1. So the order is not matched, right? And you can also increase the number of messages that you want to get in a bulk. So if you want 2 messages at a time, you can just put 2 over here. Let me just keep running this command. Message number 3 again, 5 6 4, and you can also see this message we got over here. Now instead of using this Cloud Shell to get the messages, we can use Lambda functions, and we can get the Lambda. So we can get the messages in the Lambda function, and we can use our code to manipulate the message, or maybe like use the message in different formatted. Okay. So we can also go here and pause it. So pause means we contain 8 messages right now. So if you pause it, now we don't have any messages. Let me just refresh the page. So now you can see we have 0 messages. If you go to our terminal and we try to get message, it replies nothing, 0. So yeah, until and unless you delete the message or the queue itself, then you will keep, so it will keep putting the message in a queue itself for like 4 days maximum. Yeah, that's all for the SQS demonstration. Thank you.